Gigantosaurus. Searching for Spinosaurus. As seen on TV. Based on the book by Johnny Duddle. Searching for Spinosaurus. One day, Rocky, Bill, Tiny, and Mazu were strolling through Cretaceous when they stumbled across an enormous footprint. It looks like Gigantosaurus has been here, said Rocky, peering around for the big dino. I'm not sure, puzzled Mazu. This is bigger than any footprint I've seen before. Bigger, Bill said, trembling. Who could be bigger than Giganto? There's only one way to find out, replied Rocky. Let's search for this new big dino. The footprints lead this way. Rocky raced ahead of the others, charging after the dino tracks. But he was so busy looking down, he ran right into Patchy. Spino! What's a Spino? Before Patchy could reply to Rocky's question, he ran off into the jungle. What was that about? Asked Mazu. I'm not sure, Rocky replied. Oh well, let's keep looking. As the friends followed the footprint path further into the jungle, they heard a small whimper. Tiny tiptoed carefully towards the sound, then suddenly... Hello, it's me, Tiny. A terrified Dilo leapt out. Oh no, Spino! What's this Spino thing everyone's so afraid of? Mazu wondered out loud. I'll tell you, Archie squawked from the treetops. Spino is a Spinosaurus, the biggest, scariest dino alive. That's impossible, Rocky laughed. Giganto's the biggest. I'm warning you, Archie screeched, as an almighty stomp shook the ground. Stay away! Stomp, stomp, stomp. The sound grew louder. Shouldn't we listen to Archie and stay away? Asked Bill. That must be Spinosaurus. I don't want to find out. Then, the friends spotted a huge green tail swinging through the jungle. Wow, Mazu gasped, flicking through her Dinopedia. I've never seen that dinosaur before. I never want to see one again, said Bill. Can we go? But Rocky, Tiny, and Mazu had other plans. They wanted to search for Spino. I want to observe him up close. From far away sounds safer. The little dinos began looking, following where Spino's tail went. He's over there, Mazu exclaimed suddenly, spotting his pointy green tip. But how can we get his attention? Asked Tiny. Food always gets my attention. That's a great idea. Mazu loaded her moss launcher and flung a tasty snack in Spino's direction. It was flying straight towards him. Whoosh! Until Giganto lunged forward and swallowed it instead. That was Spino's snack, Rocky shouted crossly. Now we'll have to find another way to befriend Spino. Next, the dinos created a huge arrow on the ground for Spino to follow. This will lead him straight to us, said Mazu cheerfully. Then we'll greet him with a warm Cretaceous welcome, Tiny added. As loud footsteps approached, the dinos scrambled into position. Spino can't miss this. Here he comes. Only to find that it was Giganto again. Have you come to greet Spino too? Tiny called out. Hey, watch out. But Giganto ignored her and stomped past, sweeping the stones away with his tail. No, Rocky yelled. Giganto has ruined our plan again. The determined friends hatched one more plan. They would fly on their jetpacks to spot Spino from the sky. Nothing will stop us this time, Rocky yelled as they took flight. Then from the canyon below, Giganto leapt down and let out a mighty roar. Not again. I really thought this plan would work. His powerful breath sent the dinos tumbling down into a sticky spider web. Rocky was furious. Why does Giganto keep ruining our plans? He cried. I bet he's jealous since Spinosaurus is bigger. Splat. But Bill wasn't convinced. Giganto was our friend. Maybe he's trying to warn us. Tiny shook her head. Rocky's right. We can't let Giganto stop us from meeting Spino. Even Mazu agreed. The 3 dinos left to keep searching as Bill stayed put. Sorry, Bill, it's for science. Spino can be your new big friend. I'm staying here for safety. Rocky, Tiny, and Mazu continued to look high and low for Spino. Finally, as I turned one last corner, Hi, I'm Rocky, and you must be. There was Spinosaurus, and he was even bigger than they had imagined. Spino looked down at the tree with tiny dinos and slowly licked his lips. Suddenly they realized that he didn't want to make friends. He wanted dinner. Uh-oh, I'm hungry. Run! We're trapped. The dinos sprinted as fast as they could, but Spino was much faster. In no time at all, Rocky, Tiny, and Mazu were cornered. Bill was right, Tiny wailed, as Spino crept closer. Giganto was protecting us. At last, when it was almost too late, Bill appeared. I told you, he shouted. I knew Spino was trouble, so I brought some backup. Giganto leapt out from behind Bill and let out a ferocious roar. Spinosaurus spun around and roared back even louder. Let's run while he's distracted, cried Mazu. But as the dinos fled, Spino spotted them and began the chase again. Roar! Suddenly, there was a huge whack from above. Giganto stomped and swung his tail, sending a waterfall of rocks down on Spino. Boink. Take that, yelled Bill as Rocky, Mazu, and Tiny danced to safety. Spino was no match for Giganto. Bill, you saved us. Rocky, Tiny, and Mazu cried, rushing towards him. Not without some help, replied Bill. The little dinos smiled up at their big friend. Bill was right all along. They'd never find a better, bigger friend than Giganto. I couldn't have done it without Giganto. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. That's what I call true friendship. When a new dinosaur stomps into town, Bill, Mazu, Rocky, and Tiny are determined to make friends. Spinosaurus is even bigger than Giganto, but is he just as friendly? Should the dinos trust this giant stranger or keep their distance? Follow the dinos as they meet the biggest dinosaur around and watch the latest Gigantosaurus episodes now.